Hello everyone, my name is Screamfire Scriptplier and welcome to another Kerbal Space Program video. Man, I'm doing quite a few of these things, aren't I? Yeah, so this is a single moon station. Yeah, it isn't very big because it's my first outside Kerbal space station. It's also my first what do you call it? It's the first station that I built that's an outside Kerbin's SY. Although technically it's still inside because it's in the moon space influence. Yeah, this thing's going to the moon, and it has like a science module on top, and a couple other things which I really like. Now I just built this like very quickly, and it has a communications relay, which is kind of not required because it's just the moon, but I wanted to transmit science back even though there's a sandbox mode, so it doesn't really matter. So checking my systems, and Rhino engine is still firing. This is the third stage, is the nuclear stage, which is completely overpowered because of, well, it's just that I didn't plan this very well. Anyway, then you can see the scanners firing. Then I realized, oh wait, I can't use the Kerbnet access on those for some reason. It doesn't work for some reason. No clue why. So yeah, the next thing I wanted to add to the station would be a mining lander, which I might actually send later on. Then yeah, so we just circularize, then set up a maneuver to, okay, a quick save because I wasn't able to set up a maneuver, which was actually a valuable asset. It was just quick save. So I do this, I get my maneuver right, try to rather, and it doesn't work, so blah blah blah. In the end I did end up putting it in a polar orbit, so no point really of doing all this messing around. So yeah, that happened. And in the end I put it in a really low orbit, so it's gonna be hard to dock that mining probe. So I decouple it and I set the alarm, but I realized something. Why am I firing backwards? I really was thinking, oh, why am I firing backwards? I should be firing forwards, not backwards. And then I realized, oh wait, so I load back a quick save, which see is a lot more useful now. So I make another maneuver, set it up, and this time another thing happens. Okay, so in the end, now is when I decide, like, hey, no, I am not going for something like that. So and here the solar panel breaks because of the tiny stack separator. Third time, same thing, decoupling it the first time, firing up my engines for a tiny amount so that I could get away from that without breaking my damn solar panels. And getting the maneuver set up is already set up pretty well, so I decided to go for it. And this time I made sure it's pointing the right way, otherwise, yeah, no point. It is supposed to control from here, and you can see the lights, the rainbow lights that are installed on this. It is just for fun, completely for fun. No other at all reasons, no other reasons. It was completely just for fun. I could have just put white lights for utility, but hey, rainbow lights works too, so why not? Firing and still firing. And also, yeah, I upgraded my texture qualities because what I figured out is I can put it on full res but fast without it still run 60 frames a second. So you're gonna get a bit worried saying, wouldn't it crash into the surface? And I wasn't worried after that because it came out of the surface and I get a nice 11 kilometers amps. Periapsis. And then here I go away for a little bit, eat dinner, come back, and yeah, and this is the final circularization burn. Also, I put in 2 songs in this. I don't know if the second one is really allowed. I really don't. The Proto Lizard call breaks, never mind. I honestly am not sure. But the first one, yeah, I'm 100% sure is non-copyright. For the second one, not so much. So hopefully it is. If it isn't, well, I'm screwed. No, not really. I don't even take money out of these things, so it's not like I'm gonna lose too much. So finally performing my orbital circularization, and then I do it for a little bit after this. Also, my I don't know why probably clicked this earlier. Anyway, so finalizing my orbital circularization. As you can see, it's 3.2 meters per second. And then I started, then I put these things, and then I realized, oh wait, I don't want to put them all like one by one by one by one. So, and then after this, what I do is, yeah, there was the song ending. The song, which may or may not be allowed. Hopefully, it is allowed. Yeah, just firing my engines lightly. You can see from inside the cockpit. That was completely by accident. Look out the window, and there you are. That's the space station. Yeah, it's just a core, I know. So tilting it upwards just to show what it is. It has a couple of crew cabins, one of those cupola modules, and here I'm EVAing a scientist out to the top, which has like a tiny science module in there. And the second time I decided I don't want to do this in the dark, so let's go back to the light side. But the light side appears sooner than you think it is, so I'm like, hell, why not? So keep finding for another scientist. Took me some time to find another one, as you can see over there. Took a little bit of effort, but managed to get him back out. Slowly moving back out. At this speed, it looks like I'm awesome at this, but I'm not really not. I suck at EVAs. Then I go to the next seat next to that because they're clipping on each other, so I'm like, I don't like clipping. So then that leaves this guy in his cupola module, and you can just about see the launch stage over there. It's the LVN engines, just a couple of kilometers away. I could have added a couple of engines, RCS engines for this, and transmitting some GU units, like EVAing this guy, repairing it, coming back out, sending science back, although it's not required. You see the scanners moving all the time, and that's it. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please click on like button below, and please subscribe. It really helps. Thanks, and I'll see you guys in the next video.